The Grouchy Gardener, and today I'm going to show you how to get your vanilla out of your vanilla bean, how to make vanilla extract, and it's very simple. I ordered these vanilla beans online and they were really cheap. They're dry. So to soften them in order to have them workable, I wrapped them in a wet paper towel and I put them in the microwave for about 45 seconds, just to give them a little bit more pliability, if that's a word. I suppose if you remember to do it ahead of time, and I tend to never remember anything ahead of time, you could just wrap them and leave them. They're not that pliable, but it does give them, usually I have to cut these open. Usually you would slice this open down the center. I find that it works better if you clip the end off. And I might even use scissors for that. Okay, so you've got your bean and you split it open. I actually typically split them in half. It makes them easier to scrape. Inside your bean, there are these little tiny black seeds, or this paste. And that is your vanilla that you're going to use. It comes off. It comes off like this, and I don't know how well you can see that, but it almost looks like dirt, but it is really, really fragrant. You can smell it really well just from here to here. And you scrape all you can off the inside with the knife without getting it's not really wood, but it feels like wood, with the pod, without scraping the pod away. And depending on what you're making, a little of the pod probably wouldn't hurt at all. Alright, so you have your pod that's done there. And you have your vanilla that's done over here. I'm going to get this one. Oops. This winter, actually found uses for this vanilla. I made homemade body scrub with brown sugar and vanilla. And I have made apple bread and dried apples. Sometimes when I make my brown sugar dried apples, I put vanilla and brown sugar water in the bottom of a bowl and kind of give them a little bath in that before I put them in the dehydrator. And they are very good. When you're using a tartar apple, I find a little bit of sugar and vanilla and cinnamon will enhance the flavor while kind of mellowing out that tartness. Okay, so here we have the vanilla that's done. I should skip that up so you can see it. That's your vanilla you're going to put in your cakes, or in my case I'm making cinnamon rolls here shortly. These are not going to waste. There is still vanilla on them and they still have a good fragrance. This is 80 proof vodka, and I've already been adding vanilla beans as I use them. I started with a couple that were not used. I put the whole vanilla bean in there, cut it open, and put the paste in the bottle as well. To me, it still smells a little like vodka, but you can definitely smell the vanilla. But some of the vanilla I used was the bourbon Madagascar vanilla, so I think that's part of the reason it still smells alcoholic to me. You add that in your bottle. You give it a shake every couple days. I would say this is almost ready to use. It's been sitting for almost a month now. You're supposed to give it 6 weeks at least.